another exciting edition of Reggae Plus TV. On today's show, we had the privilege to interview Chin from the dynamic duo Irish and Chin at their Sound Chat studios, famed promoters who brought you World Clash and more. So stay tuned as Reggae Plus Television will be right back.
So, Mr. Chin, what going on, sir?
Thanks for having me, man. It's definitely a pleasure to be here after 20 years still doing what we are doing, which is promoting among many other things.
Before you got into business, you must have somebody that you looked up to and inspired to get into this game of promoting or managing and so forth.
We kind of got into it very accidentally, as to be honest with you. My partner and I were sound men, and this is why we feel like we have so much knowledge of, where and what direction we should take in the industry. We were sound men. We started off rolling wire, playing sound, buying records, just like every other sound man would. Right. Him and I, strangely, were supposed to have a competition, and it's a crazy it's a crazy situation because I'm here in Queens, and Queens has always been my hometown. Right. He's from Long Island. Right. My sound system at the time was doing very well in Queens. His sound system was doing very well in Long Island. And when I say doing very well, we were clashing with the elite sound systems at the time, the Addis, the Jaros, the Black Cats, and so forth. 1
minute. So, what's the name of your song?
My song at the time that I was playing was called King Agan. People thought that it would be great to see the two sounds compete.
Right.
Him and I got into this argument because he was offering me money that I thought that I was worth more than. Okay. And then I was offering him money that he thought he was worth more than. And we decided that instead of us just clashing together, let us just keep a sound clash ourselves. Okay. Right, so we partnered on a project which became our first project in 1997, which was Kilimanjaro and Black Cat. Instead of us competing against each other and possibly making no money and just feeding our egos, let's do something that we both enjoy to do. And the Irish and Chin brand was born in 1997, and from there we just kept putting combinations of sound systems together.
Let me ask you something. Out of all these, because I'm looking at how decorative your wall is, all these sound clash and, all these, beautiful art and stuff like that with Shibad and all those people. Which event that you put on, give you the most excitement?
It would definitely have to be World Clash, because World Clash is the marquee brand for Irish and Chin. We started out doing a series of events. And when I say series, it's like every 2 or 3 months we were, presenting clashes, from David Radigan versus Bass Odyssey, this person versus that. And the clashes were becoming to be it started to gather a cult following. Because die-hard Clash fans are now feeling like, okay, we don't have Biltmore, but this is now the closest thing to Biltmore. Right. So with these people doing that, initially we started to feel like we need to take it to another level.
Right.
So a friend of mine, which is DJ Roy, who works on Irish Jam Radio, at the time, he said to me, "Boy, Chin, why don't you think about keeping a World Clash?"
Right.
In 1998, which is 1 year after we started our little promotional thing, we kept the first World Clash. Did well, good attendance, but it was not until 1999 when we brought in the Mighty Crown, the Bass Odyssey, the Tony Mataran. And those of you who know the sound system culture, at the time, Tony Mataran just recently left Addis, right? Yeah. So that's what made it so big. So hands down, out of all of the brands that we have here at Irish and Chin, and we have a lot of brands that we've done over 20 years, World Clash would have always been the most exciting for us, and it's always been the one that kicked open the doors. If I go to any corporate meeting, if I'm sitting down with anyone, and they might not be familiar with Chin, or Irish and Chin, but when you say the World Clash people, they're like, oh, the World Clash people, because World Clash is one of the, I want to say, one of the major brands in entertainment. Now, I'm not saying sound system entertainment, so be careful to listen to what I'm saying. Out of entertainment. And the reason why I say this is because World Clash is held in England. Yes. World Clash is held in Jamaica. Yes. World Clash was held in some Caribbean islands. Yep. World Clash was held in Canada. And of course it's held in the US. So it became a global phenomenon.